Now, I'll be the first to admit that Jacob does not look good in the Ezio Auditore outfit. I feel like he'd be more fitting for like darker colors, considering his dark hair. But I'm at one of the places where, when you think of England, you think of this. I'll show you. The good old good old Big Ben, Victoria's Tower, Elizabeth's Tower, whatever it's called now. Super ornate. There's something to do with the bell. I think the bell is Big Ben, not the clock. I don't know, there's some shit like that. But yeah, this is definitely a place in Parliament, or right next to Parliament. It's what everyone thinks about when they think of England. Fun fact though, there's a lot more to England than this, and this is not as easily accessible as it seems. In the game, you can actually enter Parliament. I think if you go to England, you can enter Parliament to watch like a vote or something like that, or a debate, conversation. I don't remember exactly what it was. I was looking it up because I was like, maybe I'll take vacation in England, but with the prices, nah. So in the game, there's actually a mission that you have to do here, where you have to assassinate a general. And I'm sure you've seen shorts of it where Jacob just tells him to shut the fuck up, essentially, and then murders him. I think it happened down here. No. Yes, right there. It happened in this room. So with this option, you knock out a guard here. He's reading this book. And he's just like, doo doo doo. And Jacob just stands right here and then murders the shit out of him. And the way you get out of here is through... Well, I guess you can just go through the door that you came in. And then, so you don't get caught, just hop up here. And for some reason, people don't look up in this game. So... I'd assume this is what Parliament looks like. If you're American, you know that Congress has like a big old room to delegate shit. I don't know if Parliament has that, but it's not in this game if they do. Now, what people have to realize about Parliament is that, yes, it's essentially government. What makes Parliament different from the United States government is that we don't have a Prime Minister. Prime Minister is essentially other places, well, or British Empire controlled places. Their Prime Minister is essentially our Vice President, or I guess our President, because they kind of run the country, essentially. But it's the same thing as like with like the Queen shit. They don't really hold like ultimate power. The monarchs of England don't really hold that much power either. They're like, if you think about it, right, if you think about it in terms of economics, they're essentially just the best business in the world. They own a lot, but they can't sit there and just make a law saying, you know, everyone has to fucking, on my birthday, everyone has to shut the fuck up for 10 minutes straight. It's just not something that they can do anymore. Back then they used to be able to. Parliament, by the way, is fucking huge. A parliament became necessary, I think, after... I can't remember exactly when, because parliament wasn't always around. But it became necessary after they realized that, you know, monarchs aren't the most politically savvy people, and could cause, you know, big trouble in terms of, like, you know, the country's welfare and shit like that. This is one of the most ornate things I've ever seen. Like, it's actual gold. In real life. In this game, it's just, you know, digital bits. It's also taller than Big Ben. But it doesn't get mentioned anymore because Big Ben, i.e. the Monarch's Tower, because it changes its name, is one of those things that, I guess because of its age and because it's a big old clock, that I think they just fixed recently. Everyone's fascinated with it, myself included, I'm not gonna lie. I really want to go up in the tower, but I don't think they let people do that anymore. Because someone ruined it for everyone else. But yeah, this is Parliament.